Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, December 4th. Here's what's happening. President Trump says U.S. officials had a very good meeting with Vladimir Putin. While talking to reporters from the Oval Office yesterday, Trump said U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump advisor and son-in-law Jared Kushner told him the Russian leader gave the impression he wants to end the war with Ukraine. Trump said the U.S. has things already worked out well with Ukraine with regards to the plan. Earlier, a Kremlin spokesperson says Russia-U.S. talks on a Ukraine peace deal ended without a breakthrough. Lawmakers are set to receive a classified briefing on the U.S. strikes on suspected Venezuelan narco boats today. Navy Admiral Frank Bradley will no doubt be pressed on the multiple strikes on the same boat on September 2nd, despite there being survivors of the first strike. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth said he didn't know the second strike involved two people, but he backs Bradley's decision. President Trump said he regards the operation as a justified attack, not one or two strikes. Local Catholic Charities affiliates are expressing concern over the Trump administration's decision to cut SNAP benefits to certain Democratic-led states. In May, Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins ordered states to share certain records about SNAP recipients with the federal government. 29 states complied, 21 Democratic-led states did not. In many states, Catholic Charities is the next largest food assistance provider. In a cabinet meeting this week, Secretary Rollins said the cuts would begin next week and stay in place until the state governments comply. The man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson is trying to get evidence tossed from his upcoming trial in Manhattan. Luigi Mangione and his lawyers were in court Monday and Tuesday for a pretrial hearing centered around Mangione's arrest in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Lawyers claim police questioned Mangione for 20 minutes before reading him his rights. His lawyers are looking to have evidence found in Mangione's backpack, including a gun and a notebook excluded from the trial. The pretrial hearing will resume today, the one-year anniversary of Thompson's murder. And the Court of Justice for the European Union has ruled that all member states must recognize same-sex so-called marriages, even in states where such unions are not valid under their own legal systems. The ruling is the result of a case of a Polish couple who contracted a marriage in Germany, but when they returned to Poland, the government there refused to record their union in a civil registry. The High Court clarified that it is up to each state to regulate such unions, but requires all member states to recognize what it called the, quote, fundamental rights entailed by these unions. Almost half of the European Union countries have not legalized same-sex marriage. And that's the news this morning. I'm Matthew Handley.